nurses, are y'all making money or no? It's too much disparity that I
So I had to quit my dream job at the ER about a year ago because I found out that I was the lowest paying nurse in the ER. Now, when I brought it up to my manager, they said that I wasn't supposed to talk about pay. And when I asked for a pay increase, they told me that I wasn't qualified to get a pay increase, and that I didn't have enough experience, even though I was working med surg in the same hospital 2 years before I transfer down to the ER. Now, and I try to even go seasonal because I live in Florida. We do have like season, which is like $85 an hour. And there are people who transfer from core staff to seasonal staff. Seasonal staff doesn't get any benefits, but you do get paid really, really well. They also told me that I wasn't qualified to go seasonal. And when I keep pushing and pushing and pushing, they wanted to give me the worst shift in the hospital, which was 3 a.m. to 3 p.m., and I refused. I didn't really understand why. When I brought it up to my manager, they said, again, like I wasn't qualified to go seasonal, even though I was, like even though like I'm doing the job and I was in the hospital for 2 years prior to that, they told me that I wasn't qualified. And when I asked them what the qualification was, they really couldn't tell me. I just didn't understand why I wasn't qualified to get paid more to do the same job that I am doing. Like it didn't really make any sense to me. Anyway, after a year, I quit the ER and I went PRN. I started working for agencies and doing home health, client visits, patients visit, and I also started my own business as an IV hydration and concierge, and I offer concierge nursing services. I do make more money as a PR nurse and working for agency because the agencies will pay you way more to go to go work either like at a facility or the person or the patient's home. But core staffing will not pay you that amount of money. For me, it was easier for me to quit because I am married. Sorry, I have to say that. I am married, so I do live in a two income household, and I also do have a child. My husband put me and my daughter in his insurance at work, so I was able to move around more freely. I know a lot of people won't be able to do that because they do need the benefits, but that's also another way to move around is to not get their benefits. And if you don't need the benefits, just PRN all the way. Get like 2, 3 PRN's job, honestly. And agencies. Now, I do have a lot of expenses and stuff, as far as like, household and having a child and things like that. So I can't travel because I have a child. So I just work the amount of hours that I can work, and that's the beauty of PRN because you can really control the amount of shifts hours that you work in a week. I say all this to say you have to move. You cannot stay core staff anywhere. Honestly, I don't advise any nurse to stay core staff. If you can travel, go ahead and travel. Honestly, that's where the money is. I know it's not the same, prior COVID, but it's still a lot of money than core staff. I also completely agree with Nurse Brat and Nurse Eunice because I saw their videos prior to making this video. But I think they're both singles and no kids. So I kind of wanted to share like another perspective from somebody who's married with a child. Um, and who's paying for like daycare and things like that. Like I know, having another income is really helpful. But I try to budget out my paycheck and stuff. And right now I am also paying a lot of stuff for my business out of pocket. So I try to budget as much as I can. And I don't think I will ever go back to core staff. I don't think I will ever go back to core staff. So yeah, you have to move. If they don't want to pay you and they don't want to give you what you know that you are worth, you have to move. You can't be scared to move, even if it's your dream job. Definitely don't be discouraged, because a lot of nurses are now starting their own business. There's so much you can do in nursing. You don't have to work at the hospital. You don't have to work only core staff. There are different ways that you can move around, and you can learn different things, and you can do different stuff. Like I had to learn that it's okay to move around. If one job is not gonna pay you the money that you need, another job will. Anyway, that was my take on this. My name is Dar. I'm a registered nurse and a PRN princess now, and a business owner. I own an IV hydration, like I said, and started concierge nursing. And honestly, I love it. And this is what I want to do now for the rest of my life, for the rest of my nursing career. And I also just started teaching other nurses how to do IVs. So that's another thing that I'm doing, another stream of income. And again, that's why I love nursing, because there's so much that you can do with your career. Guys, don't be scared. Like, you will find a way. You will find a way. Trust me. Nursing is like the most versatile career you can get into. So go for it, girl.